In our first episode, we show you where we camped for our first night on our trip. We travel to Hait and visit a 400-year-old traditional mudhouse, and we find kites and keyholes dating back to the 7th century BC. So stay tuned for our adventures in Saudi Arabia.
Good morning. Oh, it is chilly this morning. Actually, it was chilly last night. We are coming to you from a place outside Madinah. I'm not 100% sure what it is called. But we carried on for about an hour and a half after we left Madinah. And we sort of got here around about 9:30. So we stayed in this spot last night. There is our truck, and then our friend Kate is in the ground tents, and that's her FJ there mission this morning. Make some breakfast and then get on the road because it's going to be quite a long day. All right. Let's do this. Good morning, Brenda Gay. Good morning. Welcome to Hait. You can see all the old walls and some of the mud houses down there, which is really cool. So we're going to go down there. We'll actually stop and go in and have a look at the old houses and inside them. This is actually our second time here, and we have been inside. They're trying to rebuild them, which is really nice, and there are some people living in them, so we have to be careful which ones we go into, and we don't want to disrupt them from their way of living, but going in there and having a peek at how they've made the houses is just amazing. So yeah, what a cool place. Very cool place.
This area is also known as Darak, an oasis that was productive and rich in date palms. Jews resided here until 629 CE, and after the Battle of Khaybar, it was gifted to the Prophet Muhammad. After his death in 632, Darak was confiscated from his daughter Fatima. This controversy has been widely written about in Arabic literature. Today, this area is slowly being rebuilt, and I really do hope that I get a chance to come back and see it in all its glory. As we were leaving, a local by the name of Hadal came along and invited us to look inside his family's traditional mudhouse. We jumped at the chance. The first room is a gathering room where they host people. It's set up with beautiful carpet, Arabic seating, and they serve their guests Arabic coffee, dates, water, and fruit. I admire the ceilings and their craftsmanship. It reminds me so much of our marae, or traditional meeting houses in New Zealand. Hadal is trying to rebuild his home in the traditional way, but it is a very slow process. On investigating the walls, you can really see that it is literally dirt with stones and organic material that is used. The way that they've constructed the ceilings and the stairs is phenomenal. I am in awe of the time, effort, and energy it takes to stick to traditional methods when we have modern day methods that would make this so much quicker. This home has been in Hadal's family for 400 years. He told us that his grandfather was a date farmer and that he has many siblings. Whilst their primary residence is in Yanbu, he takes care of this house during the winter months when it's cooler.
What a great experience that was. Just such a beautiful, beautiful guy. Amazing. But thank you, Hadal.
After leaving Fadak, we make our way north to a location we found on Google Maps. It takes us maybe 10 minutes and it's located right next to the road. We send the drone up and this is what we find. These ancient rock structures are called kites or keyholes. Some resemble triangles and others bullseyes. There are over 900 of these rock structures dating back as far as the 5th and 7th centuries BC. The highest concentration of these are in Harat Kaiba, in the western region of the kingdom, and are thought to be Neolithic. They were first discovered in the 1920s when World War I pilots were flying over the northern Saudi deserts. Their purpose is still unknown, but various theories range from them being villages, traps for herding animals, while others consider them to have a spiritual significance, such as burial grounds or tombs. Whatever their purpose, I'm definitely curious about them, and I really do need to learn more about them. From the ground, these just look like piles of rocks, so having a drone and getting a view from above is a definite advantage and a major game changer.
Okay, we've just come from some of the keyholes that were sort of just up on one of the main roads. So we've just come from there. In that time, our friends have caught up with us, Eric and Ashley. So that's good. They travelled up from Kaus this morning. They did a big drive. They've done the 5-hour drive up to meet with us. So they're here, which is great. And now we've come to another place where there is a stone gate structure. Now I'm going to jump out very soon and show you the environment, the landscape that we're in at the moment. Unfortunately, we can't get up there, so we're going to send the drones up just to take some aerial shots. So yeah, these guys are getting their drones ready and are about to launch. So we'll see what they come up with.
This stone structure is nicknamed a gate. Like the kites and keyholes, they date back thousands of years, and archaeologists believe they were built by nomadic tribes. There's nearly 400 stone structures clustered in the volcanic region of Harat Kaiba. It's unknown what these structures were used for. It wasn't until recently that they were explored and mapped using Google Earth and drone technology. I found this gate on Google Maps and I really wanted to see it as it was something I'd never seen before. Saudi Arabia has many ancient sites that can be explored. It's mind-blowing that these are thousands of years old. Are these older than the pyramids in Egypt? That's just crazy to me. In the next episode, we visit Al Hatima volcano crater. We explore an abandoned village. We meet some locals who take us to some ancient rock art, a 300-year-old castle, and we experience Saudi hospitality like no other. So stay tuned for our next episode and our adventures in Saudi Arabia.